Hello viewers and welcome back to the one, the only, the beautiful and illustrious, decidedly Neapolitan. And today we're going to start out with a little bit of an update at where I am on my current Project Rainbow Honey Droplet honey thing. I don't even remember what I called it. That's why I put it on a sign. But we now have the yellow drone and the light blue drone and the black drone and the brown drone, and we are currently in the works of getting the lime and what else? What else do we got here? We have, I think most of these are empty. We got the gray, we got the purple, and we have the green. And from those, we can make a couple more, I think. But the thing I'm most excited about, do you see how there's stuff that he hasn't picked up? That's because this is full. Now, granted, it's only one chest, okay? But it's just a tiny little square of copper oreberry bushes. And it's just two little guys working together. Hi, guys. And this was just a proof of concept. This is not their living conditions, okay? We are going to treat them like kings, because they're doing a king's job for us, I guess, because a king's job is to pick oreberries. Maybe. I don't know. Listen, this is actually full. This is actually full. This is actually full. And, let's see. Is this going to be full? Yeah. I got no more room. No more room. Guys, you're doing great. We're going to get a better place, better living conditions for you, I promise. That's what I'm going to work on today, actually. I think I want to focus on that. The bee stuff, oh my gosh, I love the bee stuff, but it's so tedious between mutating them and then running them through this guy so that I make sure they don't mind living underground and making the babies so that I can come in here and rip out their genetics to try to get copies of them, so I have a backup in case anything happens. And then when I have a princess and a drone, running them both through this to make sure that they're set up for their new life over there. And every time I run one through, it's so rare, but they can come out as genetic waste, and it tears. You understand, I don't have a camera, but I'm grabbing at my chest. It tears at my heart when you run a bee through there and they come out. They're so mangled and twisted. And you have to touch it. It's just with your mouse. It's just a game. I know. But they're my babies. They're my bee bays something. Look at it. I mean, it's like it's green and sickly and twisted. It hurts. Okay, yeah, you could argue you're keeping them in cages and you're forcing them to work for you for the rest of their life and you're genetically splicing them, and how could you actually care when you throw away drones by the thousands? You know what? When I run them through my machines, when I have them consume hundreds of thousands of MRF or whatever the heck kind of energy they eat, I don't know or care. Like, it hurts me. It hurts me because at that point, I've invested in them. You understand? Okay, I think I showed you this. I think I showed you the outside. I believe I showed you the signs. I redid the doors a little bit. I believe you saw the inside, but it was not so pretty. These guys are keeping up, actually, which is really good. And I have some wiring that I patched up with the wrong kind of thing, but whatever. I'll fix that later. But I put it in the wall. And then I made this ladder go down because what I wanted to happen was for you to come in here, and you get some experience, by the way. Look at my level, because this is all I've been doing. And it's not climbing now because I actually have these off because I was worried about overflow. So I set it up, this very advanced system where we got switches to turn it on and off. And so they're not running now, so we're not gaining experience. But look at my levels from when I was. Okay, but I decorated this. You can kind of see through this, but it's really difficult. But that's okay, because whatever. I wanted to have the stuff here where I'm wiggling the mouse. Is that annoying? Gosh, it's annoying to me. I'm so sorry. But I wanted them here, but I need, at minimum, 16, because 1 for each color die. And then I need space behind it so the items can get put in there. It's just not going to work. So I decided to go down. But then here is where I have all my machines. So that's probably not going to work. And I haven't quite finished decorating here. And there's a cave system still somewhere. I haven't done the dig down and find the cave thing that I mentioned I was going to do yet. But the great news is these two things, I probably could get down to 1. These haven't run out. So those 2 solar panels and those 2 electric engines are enough to keep this powered, especially since this doesn't need to do things too often. And it's so super fast. And then all the items get placed in here. And this thing was full, but I went ahead and emptied it into here. And I think I took some stuff back to my base. But so we're going to make this go down 1 more floor. And that's where the store will be. And that's where these pipes will eventually go down and sort the items. But I got to keep it all within the chunks so everything stays loaded. I don't want items to go into a pipe that enter an area that's unloaded, because I don't know what that will do to the items. And we're going to have to devise a system that makes sure to eliminate extra items. And I could eat the chicken, but this stuff is so much better. And I could make a ton more. I mean, we need to be selling this stuff. We really do. But right now, until I have a whole bunch of stacks of it, I'm kind of afraid. It's such a, I feel, an expensive food item that I don't even want to keep it in my bar for risk that I'll eat it when I don't need it, or I'll do that stupid little burp bug where you eat 2. So I need to think about where I want my little golem friends to work, and I need to think about where, I need to think about, I'm back. Sometimes I'll start to say a sentence, I'll forget what I was saying, I'll try to waffle, blah, English term, until I can figure out what it was I was going to say, and I realized that I wasn't even talking correctly. I don't need to think about anything else. I need to think about where we want to put our metal berry picking golem friends, and I need to work with Pix on maybe getting a few more friends. That's what I was trying to say, because I think I'm going to want a couple floors of these berry bushes. I think that would be ideal for each type, at least each type that we have access to. Welcome back, viewers. I have made a decent amount of progress, and so I feel like now is a good time to bring you all back in. It's not finished by any means, any stretch of the imagination. And so I don't want you to think it's finished, but I don't want you to be, what's the word? Disappointed. We'll get it done, and we'll come back next episode, I think, to see it complete. I hope. But for now, I just want to show you what I've accomplished so far, because it's been a decent amount of work. So as you may remember this, right? We come through here. This is just because I need to put a carpenter block there with a piece of glowstone. That's so I remember. Make sure this hallway stays lit up. Here's our power station. And I made it go straight through into here. I've decorated just the upper part. Okay. It looks really nice, I think. And this part here kind of reminds me of, oh gosh, one of the earlier levels of Quake 2. You come in at floor level, and you go upstairs and go around, and there's a ledge. But this is kind of the other way. You're going down. And so underneath here, we actually just have a smeltery, which is automated due to pipes, and pipes that just come out and go through. And I think that looks really neat. And just our 2 little golem friends working diligently, and they can hit the stuff up on the top So that's really neat. I tested that, and that was working. Hey, guys. Currently in there, we have a copper, tin. It might be tin and then copper, but copper, tin, and gold. The reason we have the smeltery is because the gold actually is nuggets, and any of the oreberry bushes that make nuggets has to be melted down. So what happens is they put the items in here, and if it can go in the smeltery, which the gold can because there's a filter, then it goes in there and it melts it down, and it puts it through one of those tables that has the ingot cast, and then it pulls it from the ingot cast and brings it back in here. And these are dense pipes, so things generally don't want to go down this way if they can go the other way. But everything that's not gold has no choice, so it has to go down this way. This just prevents gold from accidentally going to the left. It makes it so the system feels like this is much further away. And then everything goes down, around, and up into here. Ha, baby. And this will pull straight from here. Now, the great thing about these, you don't have to have filters. They only automatically accept items that they're looking for. And they craft really slowly, actually, but because it's automatic, it doesn't matter. So the ores, or the oreberries, come in. Doot, doot. See, that just went in there. There's 6. Let's see if I can catch it while it's doing its thing. Here comes something. Oh, 8. Darn. Here we go again. 9. Okay, and then it starts its little incredibly slow progress bar. Do 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 do. Then it gets done, and it should come out the bottom, and voila, free material. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, and it uses lava, and so this has been running for this morning, maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, and we've gone through over half a tank, which means if I leave this running overnight, what's going to happen is this will just end up getting the gold berry bushes, gold berries, gold oreberries, because it'll go down and it'll fill up the tank, and the tank won't have enough lava, so it'll stop running, processing them, so then they'll only have the choice to go this way, and they'll fill up here. If this overflows, I'm not sure what would happen, honestly. I think they would just stop coming from here, and so then they would stop picking because they wouldn't be able to put it in there, and then this guy would still harvest them, pop them up, and they should just stand there and float. That should be worst case scenario, I believe. So that is exciting. That is our oreberry bush farm. If we are able to gather other oreberry bushes, we can make more. I have some, but also I need some more golems. I guess really that's the biggest thing, because I could go mine for more oreberry bushes, but I can't mine for more golems. And currently, the only person on the server that's magical enough to make golems is Pixriffs. So we are dedicated to his service. All right, now, bRanN's Project Rainbow Honey Drop with the sorry we're closed signs. Got these beautiful labels on here, which I think you might have seen. I swapped out all the flowers with white color flowers, which I don't know if I showed you that. I should really watch the first half of this episode, don't you think? But this is all new. This is all new. And I got to figure out if I can fix that Z fighting. But basically, back here, I have just a line of item pipes. Up and down, up and down. And so the idea here is where does it all start? It comes in to here from the beehives. The beehives are all up there, and all the items get gathered, come through this pipe, come over here, and all these beehives as well, right? Everything comes in here. The hives, no, the honeycombs, the delicious honeycombs come in here, go through here, and everything ends up in here, except for, apparently, the royal jelly. Which, whatever, because they're not going to be a normal part of the system. From here, just a little buffer chest, which we might not even need, actually. We might just remove this from the whole system. these pipes are going to go over here and connect to this, which is then going to let it run along all of these. And so if it matches, of course, it's going to go in there. I really need to fix that. And then these guys won't be here. And then it'll come out here. I'm going to have a few other random places for things to go. Most definitely the beeswax. I might have that autocraft into something as it's coming out, and a few other things, possibly. It just depends on whatever the bees make. And then eventually we'll have a void chest. What I also want to do, what I'm really excited about doing, which is not happening today, is I want to make a giant iron tank, because I love the giant iron tanks. That's why I added Railcraft. More on the server. He loves Railcraft. He actually uses Railcraft as the mod that it is to build trains. I mean, what else would you use it for? That's what it's for. I don't. I just use it for the giant iron tanks. When these bees are running, you get experience automatically. I want to set up a system that lets it so I can just AFK and fill up a giant tank. And I'm not sure where I'm going to place it or how I'm going to have it balanced out. But these tanks, these are big tanks. And they are filled. Most of them are filled. They're almost completely filled with experience, all three of them. And they're not small. They are 128,000 millibuckets. So that's 1,280 buckets of experience. Oh, I have no idea how many levels that is. And it depends, like if you're starting at 0 or if you're starting at 60. If you're starting at 60 like I am now, it's going to take a lot more experience to go up levels. But we'll do some testing with that next week, I think. I really want to work on that. I'm excited about that. But until then, that's where we're going to leave it. So I hope you are excited about what we're building here and what it's going to become. Oh, look, there's more experience floating around. So this has been bRanN. I will see you next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.